Hi, hello friends. Welcome back to Night Court Narrative. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I have easily found one of my new all-time favorite books, and I am so excited to read book 2, I believe, tomorrow. But today we are discussing Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist. This one is by Allie K. Mulford. This book was fan-fucking-tastic. I am giving it a 5-star rating, which I do not think does it justice. I absolutely loved this. I know this is probably going to be one of the books where I don't talk too much about it, so this might be a really short episode because I need you to stop everything you are doing and go read this book. Please, for the love of God, read this book. If you guys really liked the vibe of the vampire series that we have been doing, like if you've liked, you know, Halloween Town, or if you really liked the vibe of like Nightmare Before Christmas or anything of that nature, including like the Dream Harbor series, like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and all of that, this is definitely down your alley. This book was so light. This book was so cozy. It was fast paced. It had comedy. It had kind of a thriller aspect towards the end. It had mystery. It had banter. It had fucking everything, and oh my god, this was it. Super quick. We have our two main characters. We have Jordyn, which is one of the characters because we have a dual POV kind of going on. Jordyn ends up bringing back her ex-girlfriend from the dead, aka the Poltergeist, and basically just wants a quick goodbye, kind of like tying loose ends up together and all of that. Unfortunately, once the goodbyes are said, her ex is unable to leave. She has unfinished business, and we do end up finding out in the book that she was murdered, so most of the book is attempting to find out where her murderer is. We do, however, believe that she can't leave because she has to find a partner, basically, because, like, if that makes sense, what is my brain is like going 20 miles an hour, or like 20,000 miles an hour right now, but like my mouth is not catching up. So we have Jordyn. She's asking that her ex-girlfriend move on and find peace and everything in the afterworld, but she can't end up leaving because she believes that Jordyn also needs to let go and find peace on Earth. So she is requesting that she gets a girlfriend and moves on and becomes happy and all that. So we do end up meeting our next character, where now, you know, Jordyn is kind of making moves on her, you know, kind of like, you know, it is very, very, very cute. I absolutely adored this book with a burning passion. I found this book so incredibly funny. I was like blushing at times, I was laughing at other times, and I don't know, it was so cute. I do believe Harlow is our secondary main character. She is a trip, and just by me saying that, she probably did trip over something. She is a trip. She is so relatable to me in so many ways. She is so chaotic and so clumsy and klutzy, and she's just fucking so adorable, and I loved it. And obviously, if you guys have not guessed, this book is very heavy. This is female. It's very heavy in the LGBTQA community, and I loved every fucking second of it. We even got some spice in here. We got some spice, y'all. Do you understand that? Oh, and one of the things that just made me, like, I was on my Kindle reading this book at work. Obviously, typically cannot read at work, which is why I do mainly audiobooks, but it was really slow today. So I took my Kindle and I was reading it, and I kid you not, I am so glad I was alone, because I ended up getting to the line, and I quote, or fuck, let me not quote it without knowing what it is. What is it? Oh my heavens. Or it was something along the lines of, "I'll make you feel good, little witch." And I was like, oh, I'm blushing. Oh, I'm blushing. Literally, We have so many different side characters. We have the mayor that has like a pumpkin head. We have werewolves in town. We have witches. We have demons. We have sea creatures. We have everything, anyone and everyone. And Harlow does come in to stay with her sister. Willow, I believe is her name. And it's not off to a good start. Obviously, Harlow is having a hard time. She ends up accidentally giving a vampire nutmeg, and that makes the vampire super sick, and unfortunately does end up making the cafe lose some business, obviously, because they cannot be trusted. And so that kind of puts the sisters against one another. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it did work out. Having Jordyn's ex come in, it was kind of weird. She was pushing for Jordyn to find happiness and to find her next love. But then as soon as it started happening, I felt like this weird like jealousy come out, and she felt very weird. Like she was very clingy and very aggressive for whatever reason. I have no idea why. And we did end up finding out that obviously she did want her to be happy, but I just feel like it was a lot too fast. Like, not like from a reader standpoint, but I'm like talking about the characters. I just feel like she really wanted Jordyn to move on and to be happy, but then also seeing like your ex that, you really didn't want to leave, but unfortunately did end up getting murdered. Seeing them move on probably does hurt. I could only imagine. So that was a thing. So we did get a little aggression towards the middle. But no, it was actually really good. And to be completely honest with you, the mystery behind the book on like the investigation towards who killed her ex, I did not see that coming at all. So I do really, really think that was very well done, and it played the story very well. And I think even the outcome, like I have issues with books sometimes where there is like the climax, if you will, and the come down from that climax is just so rocky and just like it's a bumpy ride down, and you're just like, okay, where are we going with this? But with this one, I felt like everything was so smooth, and everything had reason, and everything had purpose, and everything was written so strategically where nothing was put in this book that didn't need to be there or that didn't come up later on in the book. So I do really think that the author did such a very, very wonderful job with this book. I loved every second of it. I loved the fall vibes. I loved everything about it. And unpopular opinion, I'm gonna say it, I'm sorry. I have the hardest time enjoying books with witches in it. I don't think they're written well. I'm sorry. It's very rare to find a book, for me personally, that has a witch in it that's written well. I just can't do it. I read like maybe 4 chapters and I'm like, I'm good, and I DNF it. This, I ate the shit up. And I'm going to read book 2 tomorrow, and book 2 is actually... So there was a side character, her name was Iris. She ended up having to make a deal with a demon so that we could get some information on who killed the ex, and the demon was like, between now and the next year, you have to go on a date with me. And she was like, bet. So now they decided to go on their date, and book 2 is about them. And when I tell you, I am so excited. Holy fuck. Like this, I had to message, fuck. I don't get this excited very often. I'm sorry. If you're new here, I'm not usually like this. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I literally had to like take a second mid-reading, and I texted Aqua. I think I was like 22 chapters in. I texted Aqua and I was like, bro, I found our next favorite series, hands down, without a doubt. And I mean it. I'm giving this book a 5 out of 5, but in actuality, this book is like a 10 out of 5. I don't think it deserves more than a 10, because like I have some books that are like 1,000 and like 20. This one gets a 10 out of 5. I fucking love this book. I don't feel like I need to discuss more about it, just because I need you. Like if you've ever listened to me, like this is like a mother talking to their child, right? If you have ever listened to me on anything, or if you ever wanted to start listening to me on a thing, drop what you're doing, go read this book. It is fun. It is cozy. It is just such like amazing fall vibes. And oh my god, like I found myself laughing, blushing. I felt myself on the verge of tears at some point. Like, this gave me all of the feels and all of the emotions, and this book right here, this book did it. This book did it. I have not felt this way about a series since the Dream Harbor series, and I know that is an unpopular opinion. That's an unpopular series. Like, it's a very controversial one where, like, you have half and half. Like, half people love it, half people hate it, but I fucking love it, and this gives me those vibes. And I will also say, like, if you saw the last video, I've always said that misrepresentation kind of hurts a community more than actually allows it to grow. And I really do think the lesbian representation in this book was done so very well. It was absolutely done perfectly. I loved each character. It wasn't forced. And it wasn't like, the smut in this book wasn't overly smutty. Now, don't get me wrong. I love some overly smut. But I have always said too, like, if it doesn't fit the characters or fit the plot, it kind of ruins it. And I understand some dark romance books play off of it being as smutty as humanly possible, and they can get away with that because that's what that book is. But seeing how this book was, it only did it, like, it was very appropriate with what was at hand, if that makes sense. So I think that even the smut and, like, the spice was done very well in this book. I think it was all within good taste. Pun intended, I guess. I really, really wholeheartedly enjoyed this book. I loved the dual POV. I loved everything. So that's all I'm going to say about this, because I need y'all to go read this book, and I don't want to give too much about the book away. I know I've already spoiled most of it, but I'm intentionally trying not to say anything because I need y'all to go read this book. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you loved it. Let me know why. If you fucking hated it, you know, fuck you, first of all. But no, if you truly hated it, let me know why, because I want to discuss it. I want to see why you hated it, and I want to discuss it. I'm one of those people. I do believe that everyone has an opinion and everyone is entitled to an opinion, so I definitely want to hear it. But if you loved it, oh my god, let's chat this up, because I cannot wait for tomorrow. I wish I had it. I have to wait until payday. I don't get paid until probably 3 o'clock in the morning. It's only 4:30 in the afternoon here. I literally have to wait until tomorrow morning to buy this book, and I need it. Okay. Did I take a breath in that video at all? Someone count the amount of breaths I took, because I feel like I just sped run that shit like it was nothing. Alright, y'all. I hope you have a good day. Be sure to get some snacks. Go get some water. Self. Oh, this is why I should start editing my podcast. But no, you guys get it fucking raw and unedited. Self-care is important. Fuck me. Bye, y'all.